All right, good morning, boys. What's up? Today is Thursday, November 13th. I took one trade today, and I'm going to show you a couple other ones that I actually thought were really clean today. I made 1,000 on my live account, and I made 3,000, 2,000. Let me do some math. 2,750. Let's just call it a $4,000 day, right, for the thumbnail. $4,000 today, trading in around 2 minutes. I'm going to go over the trades I took. This is Tradify instant funding accounts. Picked some up because they were 40% off, so I might as well, right? And then 1,000 on live. Did I delete everything? Okay, perfect. Now, coming into market open, let's start on the daily, right? Yes, we low-key swept previous day low pre-market. I didn't really mind. We have a bearish SMT at this high. So this is now a breakaway gap, right? What is a breakaway gap? A breakaway gap is a FEG, bullish or bearish, where Nasdaq makes an SMT with ES. So if you have a bearish gap here and ES taps into it and Nasdaq doesn't, meaning ES traded all the way up here while Nasdaq failed to, that is a breakaway gap, meaning we should not trade back into it anytime soon in theory. Right, until structure is completely flipped to bullish, right? Now, with that in mind, I see we're actually in a downtrend. On the weekly, I want to say we're bullish, even though we inverse the gap, we're still rejecting off an order block. And with the government shutdown news, you should figure, all right, maybe we are bullish, right? So, what do I see? I see the market dumping. I'm not gonna catch the bottom, right? We don't catch falling knives. That's not how we trade, right? So what am I gonna do? I'm going to look for a pullback into the market to target my draws on liquidity. Well, objectively, yesterday I wanted these lows to get taken, which is the daily gap, right, on Nasdaq. It is the daily gap and these hourly lows that I thought this is beautiful. Low resistance liquidity, obvious draws on liquidity, right? They got taken pre-market, like at 8:30 or 9-ish. It wasn't even CPI. There's no CPI before some of you retards go and say, oh my God, it was CPI. Oh my God. No, the government is back up, but there was no CPI announced from what I know of, because there's no actual discrepancy in the market, especially at 8:30. There was a little dump. Nothing outstanding. Maybe there was CPI. But overall, I'm bearish on the day. I'm not looking for any longs whatsoever, right? What I'm looking for is for the market to tap into a 5 or 15 minute PD ray and then distribute lower, right? Since we clearly have draws below us. Oh, Ale, what are these draws? Well, we still have this gap, this new week opening gap from a few weeks ago that we never fully filled, by the way. So imbalance in the market. You have the low that we put in, the swing low within the new week opening gap low, unfilled hourly gap, and a 4-hour order block right here. And a 4-hour order block, right? These are my draws on liquidity. So what am I looking for now? I'm looking for a retrace into a PD ray, like a 5-minute, for example, 5-minute gap right here. Now, ignore these lows because we did sweep them. What do we have left? We have internal low, hourly unfilled, 4-hour order block, low within new week opening gap, and the new week opening gap low from last week or like 2 weeks ago. I don't even know how far long that was ago. But simple trade today. Tap into 5-minute gap. Why don't I enter pre-market? I don't want to get stopped out of market open. Market open has not been in our favor the last 2 or 3 months, so I did stop completely trading market open, right? We also tap into this order block now that it really matters. I don't trade 1-minute order blocks, but some of you guys might. See if it's something on the higher time frame. It's a 3-minute. You see, it's a little better, right? So we have an order block bringing price down. We have a 5-minute gap, and then from there, right? I believe we. We do. We make a bearish SMT at this high. I didn't even catch that earlier. Sorry about that, right? Ignore this order block. It's ugly. Right, so SMT at this high, inside a 5-minute gap, while respecting this 1-minute bearish gap, while respecting this 1-minute bearish CISD. So we have a CISD. Oh. CISD, IFEG slash FEG, S&T at the high, and then we displace lower. I enter in when the candle pulls back up to this order block right here. Stops were halfway through the wick. If price wanted to push any higher, I would have been willing to re-enter the trade. I just didn't want to risk 40 points to catch 30. Doesn't make any sense. So stop loss was like right actually around here, right above the CISD, right? I didn't want price to retest it. Take profit at the internal low. Now in hindsight, obviously, oh my God, I could have held longer and made $10,000 on my live account. I really don't care. Like, that's not how I trade. You guys trade. I trade a low risk reward system, and that is not how I trade, right? Or not a low risk reward system, but I trade a relatively safe system. That's why my students constantly get payouts. That's why I'm constantly getting paid out, is because I have a safe system, right? So enter off a pullback, stops at not the high, but at the CISD, very discretionary stop loss. I don't want to risk too much on this trade. And I don't think I lasted more than, I was going to say, I don't think I lasted more than 30 seconds. I don't think I lasted more than 30 seconds in drawdown. I think this candle tapped, flushed, and wicked back up, right? Overall, very good trade. I'm happy with it. I think it was like here, because price didn't trade all the way back up here. I think I got a fill like here. We dumped, and then we retraced to the order block. Something like this, right? Great trade. Really love this. Another great trade that I thought today, no longs. I would not have longed anything. I don't think a single long was valid. Why? We're in a daily gap. So what? So what? Because the 4-hour and hourly are still bearish. I'm not going to long that. I'm not catching a falling knife right now. We inverse the 15-minute. You can maybe long. But before that, we were also in a 5-minute bearish gap, right? Right around equilibrium with the range as well. So the range is balanced, right? This is a trade that I forward tested. Did not take this. Forward tested. Something like this, right? Targeting, you can target this internal low ideally, and you break even at this line. What is this? The 5-minute. Oh, we actually inverse the 5-minute gap. So many people definitely lost this trade. Wow. Inversion warriors probably lost that shit. Whatever though. It was not a bad trade. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this is a good trade. Break even at this internal low. This would have been a break even trade if you have good risk management. You could have won this one and this one, or you could have even taken profit at that 5-minute unfilled if you're okay with a negative risk to reward. But not bad at all, right? We're still up around, I believe it is 1,000 on live and 565 on each of my Tradeify Lightning funders, which are 40% off right now. So if you guys want to go pick those up, you use code Ale, you're going to get blessed. Or any funded account with Tradeify or Alpha Futures, Ale will save you. Code Ale will save you as much as you physically fucking can, right? Set to match the best for you guys. Talk to them about it, and they're going to hook you guys up. So, yeah. Besides that, pretty simple and easy day. 5-minute gap tap, SMT at the high, CISD, FEG rejection, targeting this internal low. Second trade, which I didn't take, right? You balance the range, 5-minute gap, 1-minute CISD, 1-minute order block, and targeting a 5-minute unfilled and internal low, which could have gotten take profit / break even depending how you manage your risk. Overall, pretty simple and easy day. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment them. If you guys are interested in joining me and helping or allowing me to help you on your journey as a trader, I will leave a link for that in the bio and pin it to the comments. Besides that, hope you guys have a blessed day, and I will see you boys tomorrow. Safe trading.